Hey y'all, this is Reverend Daryl Gibbs. I'm on the road with Hometown Insight, Channel 18 ValleyTV, and I'm down in Dayton, Tennessee at We Care. And I'm going around this week looking and talking to people that do things to help people, little small things to big things. And it's going to be a lot of fun, so you guys come on along. Let's see what we can find. Hey y'all, I'm here at We Care in Dayton, Tennessee. I'm with Miss Lauren, and what do you guys do here exactly?
Well, We Care is a private nonprofit. We've been in business for almost 4 decades now.
Wow.
It began originally in that half over there. It was a tiny thrift store that they wanted to start bringing just a service to the community low income, and we built upon that. And now we have food programs, emergency assistance, homeless shelters, housing for the formerly homeless, mentally ill, and therapy services. So it's grown over 4 decades, yeah.
So how many people do you see every month?
I would say in here we probably see a couple hundred. Over at our thrift store, where we have the free boxes every day put out, and the low price products, they probably touch over 1/3 of the community.
Wow, that's great.
Every single month.
So can anybody come in here and shop, or is it just for people that need help?
Anybody can come in here and shop. What the food is that you see here, it's aftermarket wholesale.
Okay.
I order it from either West Virginia or Pennsylvania. I have a guy there. And we market just as low as we can, and anything that is above and beyond what we pay for it goes directly into our food assistance program, our homeless services, and just pretty much keeping the program going.
And so you are a nonprofit, right?
Yes, we are a private nonprofit, 501c3.
That's great. So I've met several people in my past that you guys have helped personally, and so can you tell me a little bit some of the things, without being being discreet, I guess, about some of the things that you've run into where you've been able to help? Because I know several women and several men also. And can you just kind of tell me a little bit about?
Sure. I can. Well, basically here they can come in and we give them food assistance if they're low on food.
Say if somebody has no food whatsoever, you can come in here.
Let's fill out an application. Let's get you a voucher and take care of you. Our homeless shelters have been the most instrumental for the most destitute situations, because when they go into the shelter, they typically have lost everything they have, rock bottom, and we put them in a comfortable private setting. We get them food, we get them nutrition, we get them stability, we give them the time to save their money, get back on their feet, and get in their home. And we go and we start working with other agencies to try and get the wraparound services with the faith community, with other community service providers. And I mean, I have had people who were sleeping in their cars for weeks at a time. And I've had the hospital bring me people who had nowhere to go after they were checked in. For example, there was an elderly woman, her hair had all come out where she pulled it out on top of her head, and her kids were taking her check.
Oh.
And she was living on, they would buy her 1 bag of cat food a month to live on. She had no power. She went in the hospital, they stabilized her. She was in our shelter for about 2 months while we worked with Adult Protective Services and other programs. She was moved into some assisted living, and she could eat food again.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so that's just and last year I think we had close to 100 individuals stay in our shelter for close to 3,000 nights.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So you really are helping the community here.
Oh yeah.
Is it just Dayton, or is there other communities involved?
Any of the surrounding communities, a lot of the rural communities, they
Pikeville,
rely on
Dunlap?
us. Absolutely.
Rockwood, Harriman. I heard you talking. You were in Rockwood.
And because we have one shelter in Spring City, which is north end of the county, and then we have one tiny house here that operates as a shelter, which is the south end. So we kind of we're able to spread out and cover the entire county that way.
Do you think it's a misconception of people that are actually on drugs or whatever, or do you think that's something that's not as what's the percentage of?
I think that drug abuse plays a factor sometimes, but that's not the majority of the time.
Sometimes it's spousal abuse. Sometimes it's all kinds of things, right?
I think that we're looking at over 50% of the time for untreated mental illness.
Right.
With no kind of wraparound services, and people don't
No
know how to
doctors
deal
to
with
go
it.
to.
And they immediately draw a conclusion that if someone's mentally ill, that they must be on drugs or they must be violent, and that's not necessarily the case.
That's not true.
So we do, and we have had several. I work closely with the school district with the No Child Left Behind Act, And anytime we have a child who has maybe been put out of their home, 16, 17, 18, they can stay there by themselves. Or families with children, we put them in there. That way the kids have a place to come home to, do their homework and feel safe and get back to school. And then we all work together to get them school supplies, clothing, and get them back in a home.
Well, that's great. You know, I've known you for a few years, and I'd love to come here and shop every once in a while, and I know my daughter-in-law's come and shop and buy things, and I sure appreciate you being in the community. And so if you could come and help out We Care here in Dayton, Tennessee, y'all be sure and come on in and tell them that Daryl Gibbs sent you. And
right.
It'll tickle them to death, and they'll help you out.
And we appreciate you, Daryl, and all you've done in the community, all of your fundraisers and the word you've spread and helped people. It's been just instrumental in the Bass community.
Well, thank you so much, and we thank you. All right, we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Hey, I'm here at We Care in Dayton, Tennessee, and we're going to go take a look around. What they do is people bring in stuff to their loading dock. I'll show you. People bring in stuff into their loading dock. And clothes, household goods, any of those things like that. And they bring them in, they look at them, they clean them, they inspect them. So let's go take a look and see what they're doing. Hey y'all, we're back here in the back. And what they do is they get the bags and they open them up and they see what kind of things are going in them. You know, so like clothes or different things. And they clean them, they go through them, they sort them, they go through them by size. And they check out and see what's going on. The stuff that's no good, they discard, and then most everything is used though. So let's go check out some more. All right, this area is electronics. What they do is they bring the things in here, they plug them up, see what's going on with them, see if there's anything wrong with them, and fix them if they're fixable, and get ready to put them out on the floor. Let's go take a look. As you can see, they have all kinds of things here at We Care. There's all kinds of household goods, shelving, oh my goodness, speakers, TVs, all kinds of things. So if you need anything, be sure and shop here first. It helps the community. Come and take a look. Let's see, go see what else they've got. You need to come in here a lot because they change out the stuff a lot. Seems like it's always turning over. You don't never see too much of the same stuff in here. It's always coming in new and going right out the door. Let's go up front and I'll show you some of the things they're doing here. All right, we're all the way up front. This is the area where as soon as you walk in, you'll see these beautiful murals. And right up behind me here is an area where they have free stuff. So if you need clothes, you want to look through things, they do free stuff every single day here. So be sure and come to We Care in Dayton, Tennessee and check out what all they got. Hey y'all, welcome to Channel 18 ValleyTV. Hey, we're here at the farmhouse here right behind Nickel Row. It's great, man. I tell you need to come in here and get some soup or a sandwich. It's fantastic for lunch from 10 to 2:30. Be sure and come in here and get you a great little meal for lunch. Closed on Saturdays and Sundays though. All right, we're gonna go around up and down the valley and we're gonna go to my very favorite restaurants, my very favorite places to go to eat. So we're gonna go on a big journey. It's gonna be all over the place. So y'all follow us along. Hometown Insight, Reverend Daryl Gibbs. Let's go check out all the food. I'm here today traveling around doing some different things. Hometown Insight. This is a new show here on Valley 18, and I'm with Cliff Fowler
How you doing,
here at
Daryl?
the Starling Cafe.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
I really enjoy coming here and eating. It's just an amazing restaurant. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, we appreciate you coming by and
Thank you.
putting this one of your favorite restaurants in Pikeville.
This is one of my favorites. I tell you what, you know, the way she cooks and the way she prepares food is just amazing. Your wife is...
She's done really good.
Yeah, the first thing I asked was, is she, trained in the culinaries or whatever? And
Well, she started when she was real young. She had an uncle that encouraged her to do pastries and baking and stuff like that and had intentions of her going into that line of business.
Right.
But she got away from that. And anyway, here, what we do here is everything's fresh every day.
It is.
So,
that's true.
yeah.
Their specials are amazing. Every single day the special is something different.
Something different. A lot of times we may feature, we get some feedback from customers and they want to they want to come in and get a BLT. So we'll feature that particular item on our menu, which one of Allie here is help behind the camera. You don't see her, but she's a big fan favorite of the BLTs. And one of my rules with the BLT or whatever you eat is, I don't know if you've ever had one, but when I bite into one, I want to taste bacon in every bite. And I went to a lot of places where there's 2 little pieces of 4-day-old bacon in there or something like that. So we try to make sure that we get that. And we use really good breads, all good cheeses. But our goal was to make everything fresh every day, so it's healthy. Because we all love burgers, but there's 5 places in town that have burgers.
That's right.
So we thought, why don't we do something that's more on the healthy range? So there's 2 fresh soups. All the desserts are homemade. We make our own dressings. So that's what's we get a lot of people that come in from different places surrounding towns, and they're really coming back. We go through about 20 pounds of chicken breast a week making chicken salad sandwich.
Amazing too.
Yeah, so we've found a little niche that most people like, and it's very relaxed and stuff like that.
It's a very relaxed atmosphere in here. Yeah. It seems like you have a lot of antiques in here even. That's pretty amazing that all the stuff that you have.
Yeah, Gail picked up most of those shopping and moving around, and then we have a little antique store that's tied to this, and that's kind of how we got started with antiques and coffee, and that's where we're heading eventually again across the street whenever the fire hall gets empty.
Right. The coffee is amazing. You know, my favorite is got to be like the taco soup.
Taco soup?
Oh my goodness. If you love tacos,
taco soup is really good.
I mean, I thought she was Mexican at first.
Yeah. Taco soup's really good. There's a couple of the pies. We normally have anywhere from 8 to 10 desserts every day.
That's amazing.
And you can buy a whole pie if you want to. Yeah. But it's not one that, now you can go anywhere and get a pecan pie or depends on what side of the mountain, it might be pecan. But anyway, you can get a pecan pie anywhere you want, or an apple pie. But most of these pies are specialty pies.
What really amazes me is the freshness of it. It feels, you bite into it and it tastes like Mama made it at the helm just a few minutes ago.
Somebody's mama made it.
Yeah, somebody's mama made it.
You might come in and the mommy might not be the taste you not like because it wasn't like Mama's. But most of this stuff, some of the soups are outstanding that we do, and
the sweet tea. Oh my goodness.
I got the mayor's
award winning. We should give it a big old.
Thank you. I took a lot of work to get good sweet tea, and I had a lot of people come in and go like, "Is that good?" And then finally, the mayor, actually both mayors, love the sweet tea, and I'm like, "Okay, I
love the sweet tea.
Yeah, we do sweet tea." So, but we got lots of different things. We can do little special minor catering things. We don't get into full stuff catering, but we do some.
So you would do weddings and things of that sort? All in this area.
We've had several people that would help us do that, and we could do some of the food depending on if it's in our range of what we want to stay in. We are supposedly be a sandwich shop soup, and we went into the specialties because we'll do like shepherd's pie and.
Oh, it's amazing. I had
chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie is amazing.
And all those kind of things. So we make, like yesterday we had baked ziti. So we kind of make it a wide range, but we don't want to get too carried away. So if
what time are you open and closed?
Well, Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 2:30. And then on Saturday, as the season approaches towards the spring, we open on Saturday also, 10:30, 2:30. We just do lunch. We've had lots of people ask us, why don't you do breakfast, why don't you do dinner? But we're getting older and we want to still be able to walk here in a few years.
Sure.
Running around the cafe for 5 or 6 hours a day is a lot of work. You
come in here and it's usually always several people in here. And
we've been very fortunate.
You don't never know who you're going to see in here. It's pretty amazing.
It's really the atmosphere is really nice. The bathroom's kind of done. We decorated it like an outhouse. We can't take you there, but if you come by, you can see it.
I could say the bathroom's amazing, but I won't go there either. Yeah, it is pretty. It's really neat.
So we've got a lot of people. This is a great congregation area for a lot of retired officers, military people. And most of the time when there's some type of political thing going on, this is the hub. People want to come here, they bring the senator, the governor, everybody's been here. And so you never know who you might be rubbing shoulders with if you're into that.
Hey, tell me about your 5-star rating.
Well, that was very interesting. Yelp contacted us. I'll start back a little bit before that. We had a group of people come in from Australia about 2 years ago, and they were taking care of everything in the country. They were visiting it on the north part. Mm-hmm. The following year, that group with another Australian group came in, and they were discovering America on the southern one. But they made this spot the place they came back to.
Oh, wow.
Because they had such a great time. And so we get a lot of out-of-the-country travelers have saw us on Yelp. But Yelp contacted us a few months ago and said, we want to know what you're doing. And we never really do this too often. especially in a small town in a little cafe, all we get is 5-star ratings, and we've never really had that happen before. What are you doing different? And I kind of explained to them the same thing I told you. We take the time to make sure that you get something that's fresh, and the soups and the desserts and everything else. And they just said, well, whatever you're doing, keep going. They even sent us a little flyer that said, congratulations from Yelp, you're doing wonderful, all that kind of stuff. So we've been very blessed. We have some local support. We have a lot of people that come from outside. And the big thing, so me and you've talked about some other things that we're doing in town, both of us, is in Pikeville, everything has to be over the top.
It does, yes.
Because you want the people to come back and go, you need to go to this town because they got this and they have
a traveling spot or a location spot.
Exactly. So we're trying to make it a little destination spot. And,
Absolutely.
And with your help and the hard work you're doing, just like on this radio station, and the TV appearance here, we're making some progress.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, well, one more thing I want to talk to you about today is cleanliness is next to godliness. And I want to tell you, this place is so clean. I come in here and it's just amazing. Even after they've had, it seems like 50 people in here for lunch, you look around and the place is just immaculate. It seems always to be clean. And
we work on that too.
You do.
Well, you got to clean.
Restrooms are clean. It's
got to clean your menus. Number one way germs get transmitted to people is menus and salt and pepper shakers.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So we clean them each time.
Awesome.
If you don't, somebody's going to, with everything that's going on right now, everybody's sick in the county, I think. Yeah. So we pay attention to all those things.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Today.
Thanks, Daryl, for having me here to talk to you about what's going on.
I'm at the Pig and Catch today. Man, I tell you what, I love to come here and eat. Y'all have some of the very best food I've had. I tell you what, the steak is amazing. What's one of the things that you really like to serve to people, and one of your specials or whatever, specialties?
Well, I'm awful proud of our ribs and our catfish and our steaks and half chickens, and of course the loaded baked potatoes.
Loaded baked potato is amazing. You're right. That's right. Tell me something about your banquet room. You have a banquet room upstairs that you can have?
Yes, we've had several weddings up there and wedding receptions and different things, and it's just a good venue for people to use as they need to have their little parties and weddings and stuff.
Right. I love the antiques that you have here. You guys have really been collecting. How long have you guys been open here?
15 years.
15 years. Boy, it seems like it's been here 50 years as far as I can remember. You really enjoy this. Your family all been in this for the last 15 years, full out.
Yes, we farmed before that, and we decided to sell the farm and come to the restaurant. And
well, one of the things that really gets me about this place is it's clean. You guys are really next to godliness with the cleanliness that you guys have here.
We try.
Yes. The Pig and Catch is right here on the main drag in Pikeville, Tennessee, and I tell you what, their menu is amazing. They have everything is fresh, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You don't never have anything much at all that's not actually real handmade.
Yes.
All the way from the green beans to the slaw. It's just amazing. Who all's been working with you here for all this time?
My wife and parents, and we use a lot of homeschool kids, and we use the high school kids, basically just kids and college kids, just keep them out of trouble and some jingle in their pocket.
That's great. What's your times that you're open and closed?
We're closed on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday through Saturday we're 11 to 8. Just, it's according to the traffic, what's going on, and then a Sunday buffet is huge.
Sunday buffet after church is amazing. You really need to come to that.
And you have you've got your fruit and your vegetables and tons of desserts. Try to make it difficult to pick the dessert.
Yeah, how many desserts do you guys make? My goodness, I had
lots.
The banana pudding the other day, and it was like Mama made it. It was incredible. I guess Mama really did make it, didn't she?
Yes,
she did. Well, enjoy the Pig and Catch. We're here at Pizza King. It's here in Pikeville, Tennessee. Pizza King, oh my goodness, they got just a fantastic menu. You wouldn't believe all the things they have. If you've never ate here before, you need to get here and eat. It's fantastic. All the food is good. The place is always clean. And I tell you what, the staff here, they seem to just take good care of you. Some of my favorites. Oh my goodness, the pizza, the let's see here, the lasagna. Oh man, everything they got's good. So you guys be sure and come down to Pizza King, Pikeville, Tennessee. It's on the main drag here, and you're gonna love it. So we'll see you here. I'm at the Cookie Jar here at beautiful Dunlap, Tennessee. It's a beautiful valley and the beautiful mountains around. It's so gorgeous. Let's go inside and see what they got good to eat. Hey, I'm here in beautiful Dunlap, Tennessee at the Cookie Jar, and I'm with Miss Sue Ann. Miss Sue Ann, how long have you guys been doing this?
In September, that'll be 16 years. 16
years, that's incredible. I tell you, you guys have got some of the best food there is up and down the valley, and the treats are magnificent.
Thank you so much.
What's your very best seller? What's your big seller?
As far as desserts, coconut pie would have to be our top seller.
I love coconut pie.
A lot of people do.
So good. How long have you been? Have you the manager?
I'm the owner.
You're the owner.
Yes.
And it's a family business.
It is. It originally started with me and my two sisters.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was ready to sell the farm, and we weren't quite ready to let go.
Oh wow!
So
that's great.
we all brainstormed, and at first we were just going to go the agritourism route and do field trips and have a little snack shop. But our grandmother was really famous for her country time lunches. So all the farm hands and anybody that was around working on the neighborhood farms would come to her house and eat. So once they found out what we were doing, they were like, you need to do stuff and use your grandmother's recipes. So we ended up with this big monster on our hands.
It's great. We're here on Valentine's, and I'm glad that you took out your time out of your Valentine's preparing, getting things ready. How many do you have tonight coming?
I'm really not sure about the people. We're completely booked though. So I know we've got over 50 reservations, but a lot of them are bigger parties than just 2. So we've got a full house tonight.
That's great. How long do you stay open, and what's your hours?
We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10:30 until 8 o'clock, and on Sundays from 10:30 until 2.
So how big is the farm here now?
We have 275 acres.
Wow. So what's some of the other food items that you have, like the dinner menus and things of that sort, lunch?
One of our most popular is our grilled meatloaf. That's probably our most popular country plate.
That sounds great.
But we also have chicken livers, and if you like chicken livers, they're pretty good. But we also do ribeye steak, and we hand cut those on property, and we marinate them here. We've got pork chops, grilled chicken, and our chicken tenders. We don't have fried chicken, but we have chicken tenders, and they're fresh and hand battered, and they're cut from the breast meat.
So your guys are famous for natural foods, can you tell me a little bit about that, kind of the natural parts of that?
We do. Well, all of our vegetables are vegetarian friendly, even our pinto beans and our white beans. So we cook them with margarine and our special seasonings, and you cannot tell the difference, along with our turnip greens. So even the down-home people that are used to having fat back and hog jaw and everything else in their beans, we don't have that. So all of our vegetarian people can eat here too.
That's great, isn't it? That's a great idea. So how many desserts do you have usually?
Oh, we have a bunch. We have 4 different kinds of cream pies. We have chocolate, coconut, lemon, and butterscotch. We do about 8 different flavors of cakes. Our dessert menu changes every day, so we don't have an actual printed menu. We do torts, which are a layered dessert, and then we have cupcakes and brownies and cookies and all kinds of different bars. But we also have strawberries, and right now we just started strawberries again this week, and we hope to have them as long as the crop stays good. We're actually having to get them out of California right now because the Florida crop is behind because of the cold weather that they had that they weren't used to having. Right. So we're hoping to get to keep them through the month of August is what we usually do, but strawberries are super popular.
Yes, they are. What about fried pies? I've heard you guys done fried pies.
We
do. This side of this world.
We do fried pies in the fall. We usually start those the 1st of August or the end of August, 1st of September. And then we do peach and apple and blueberry and cherry.
Oh, wow, I love the apple. They're awesome. So how many different family members are in this now?
It's actually just me. I am the sole owner now. My oldest sister, she actually works for me. She does most of the desserts. And then my middle sister went back to teaching school. So, and then my mom's here, and she just kind of helps out when she can, and my dad just kind of loafs around the farm since he's retired. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Farm life is a different kind of life for a lot of people, and sometimes we don't understand how much energy and how much work it takes to do farms.
It is. That's one of the reasons why I think we have done so well up here. The good Lord has just blessed us so many different ways, And being raised on a dairy farm, you knew that it was 7 days a week work, and so is restaurant business. It is 7 days a week, no matter how many days you're closed. There's always something that needs to be done. So I think I will say that is one of the reasons why we have been so successful, because we were really used to hard work.
Yeah, one of the things I think that you're so successful is the view. The view of this valley and mountains is just gorgeous. I talked a little bit about it outside. And it's just, you couldn't have bought it.
Yeah,
you know, it's
no,
just
not
a
at all.
wonderful thing.
It is definitely God's country. He has placed his stamp on us right here with this view. It is just amazing.
That's great. So I'm so glad to have met you and to spend a little time with you today. And if you want some good food, be sure and come to the Cookie Jar here in beautiful Dunlap, Tennessee, and you will be happy with everything that you have. Yeah, I think I'll take the biscuit and gravy with a side sausage and just the sweet tea.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, welcome back. I'm here at Dunlap Restaurant, formerly known as the Hotel or Motel Restaurant. Everybody knows where this is at. And I tell you what, they have some of the best food here. They have a clean restaurant. It's always kept clean. Best coffee in town. And if you'll come here to the Dunlap Restaurant and tell them that Reverend Daryl Gibbs sent you here, you will enjoy your meal, I promise. This is one of my favorite places to eat here in Dunlap. Come to town. Hey, we're here at Land's Restaurant in beautiful Dunlap, Tennessee, and I'm here with Miss Allie. She is our co-producer, and she does all the camera work for the show, and somehow or another they talked you into doing this today. How did they do that? They give you extra money?
I've not been to Land's before, so you decided to bring me here to show me what they have.
Oh, it's so good. Their hamburgers are famous. Everybody comes from everywhere to get their hamburgers and French fries. So if you've ever been to Dunlap or you're coming to Dunlap, be sure and be like Miss Allie and try it out. It's really good.
Try it. It sounds really good.
And they have good sweet tea. The place is always real clean. And just come in and order what you want off the menu. They have good chicken. They have everything good. So what are you going to get today?
I think I want to go with the bacon cheeseburger.
Bacon cheeseburger. Okay, we'll go 2 bacon cheeseburgers with onion rings or French fries?
I want French fries.
French fries, okay. All right, when you come here to Dunlap, be sure and come to Land's. It's a great place to eat. Hey y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed your time with us. We had a lot of fun traveling up and down the valley from Dunlap to Pikeville, Tennessee, all of my favorite restaurants. I picked the very cleanest ones, and it's just been a lot of fun to go with y'all and show you all the great places we have to eat around here. It's not all about the chain restaurants. We've got some really good, fine places to come and eat. So I hope you enjoyed your trip with us today, and we'll see you next time here on Hometown ValleyTV, Channel 18. Be sure and watch my show on Facebook, Daryl Gibbs, every Sunday morning from 7:30 or 8 o'clock to about 11:30, right before the Methodist Church comes on. That's Daryl Gibbs Facebook, and it's my hometown radio station, Country Gospel Bluegrass Show, here on WUAT. We'll see you next time.